Welcome back to a brand new PTCG live video. Today I'll be showcasing a new way to play Mega Venusaur EX from the newly released set Mega Evolution. So with that being said, let's get into the deck list. Let's see which new cards we'll be running. So we do have the 2 copies of the Bulbasaur, the 2 Ivysaur, and the 2 Mega Venusaur EX here. This will be our main attacker. And you do have a pretty useful ability with the Solar Transfer. As often as you like, you can move a grass energy from one Pokemon over to another. So it'll be really easy to build up Mega Venusaur for its attack. And then we do have the Jungle Dump for the 4 grass energies. We can do 240 base damage as well as heal 30 damage from this Pokemon. And then we do run the Meganium line. We have the 2 Chikorita, the 2 Bayleef, and the 2 Meganium here for that Wild Growth ability, where each of your basic grass energies attached to all of your Pokemon will provide 2 grass energies instead. So basically doubling all of our grass energies in play. And then we do have the 3 copies of the Teal Mask Ogerpon EX here, mostly for that energy acceleration with that Teal Dance ability. Once during your turn, you can attach a basic grass energy to this Pokemon and then draw a card for doing so. And then lastly, we do have a 1/1 line of the Toedscool and Toedscruel for that Slime Mold ability. Cards in your opponent's discard pile can't be put back into their hand by the effect of your opponent's abilities or trainer cards. So it's basically mostly here to shut down those energy retrieval item cards as well as Night Stretcher. And then moving on to our trainer cards, for our Ace spec, we have the Max Rod, where you can put 5 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards from your discard pile back into your hand. And then moving on to our Stadium cards, we have the 3 copies of the new Forest of Vitality, where each player's grass Pokemon can evolve into another grass Pokemon during the turn that they play those Pokemon, except for their first turn. And then for our supporter cards, we have the 1 copy of the Acerola's Mischief. You can only use this card if your opponent has exactly 2 prize cards or fewer remaining. And then you can choose one of your Pokemon in play, and then during your opponent's next turn, we get to prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to that Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon EX. So basically a good way to buy yourself a turn for our Mega Venusaur EX. And then we have the 2 copies of the Boss's Orders for gussing up one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. The 3 copies of Iono for draw support as well as hand disruption. The 1 copy of Jacq, where you can search out up to 2 evolution Pokemon and put them into your hand. The 4 copies of the Lillie's Determination, where you get to shuffle your hand into your deck and draw 6 cards. And if you have 6 prize cards remaining, you get to draw 8 cards instead. And then we do have the 1 copy of the Wally's Compassion, where we can heal all damage from one of our Mega Evolution Pokemon EX, and then put all those energy cards back into our hand. And then we do have the 1 copy of the Xerosic Machinations, where your opponent discards cards from their hand until they have 3 cards remaining. And then lastly, for our basic energies, are the 9 basic grass energies. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into some games here. Okay, we do take a mulligan here. So yeah, they won the coin toss. They decided to go first, had us go second, which is pretty good for us. And we did take 1 mulligan here. Hopefully not too many. It looks like there's gonna be Gardevoir. Probably with Mega Gardevoir. Let's see, the Ultra Ball, so pretty bad starting hand. They get not to. I'm just gonna go Iono, they're just so bad. see, 2 more rolls. Ooh, and they do Gustos for the Toedscool. I don't know, let's switch out. I'm gonna save the energy so we can Teal dance again. Energy Retrieval. Yeah, let's go for 240. And they do finally play their first, well, I guess second supporter card. They play their Lillies. They get Satu. See, the Earthen Vessel. Yeah, they just go for the Miracle Force again. Come on, we need this Bayleef here. Really? Okay, we finally get it. Let's knock out the Gardevoir. Heal 30, doesn't really make that big of a difference to heal at 30 damage. See, there's Lillie's and Grass Energy. And they play Mega Signal, so they're gonna get Mega Gardevoir. So yeah, I don't know how we're gonna get 360 damage. Show the forest on a discard. Oh wow, we actually win the game here. Let's see why we have to flip the script. Just wondering. And nothing too crazy. But yeah, pretty unbelievable. We do 360 and take the last 3 prize cards here. Yeah, there's a Mega Venusaur. There we go. Okay, so our opponent did win the coin toss. They decided to go second, had us go first, and it looks like no mulligans here. Not really the greatest starting hand. At least we get to use the Lillies on our second turn. And we got the random chance for the Bug Catching Set that can maybe get us something. Who knows? But yeah, we're pretty much relying on the Bug Catching Set to get us some basics. See, is this gonna be a psychic type deck? They do have the Gardevoir sleeves. It is. But they got Mega Kangaskhan. Okay, 2 chances for Bug Catching Set. I guess that's good. Same Ogerpon, Grass Energy combo. Wow, 3rd Bug Catching Set. And a max run. See what we get. Okay, we finally got a Bulbasaur, that works. And let's pass. Can't believe we have all 3 of our Fars of Vitality in the starting hand, and then those 2 Bug Catching Sets on the top deck also. 3 of them actually. That's insane. See, they played the Hilda. I'm kind of interested. What's their energy acceleration here? I don't see anything really. Let's put out Forest. Let's use Lilies. Yeah, we can't really attack with the Venusaur, but we can still move the energy over from the Ogerpon, I guess. Because we will lose 1 energy when we retreat out. Let's see, there's a Toedscruel. And I'm guessing they're gonna Hilda again to get the Dunsparce, I'm assuming. Yeah, and then Psychic. It's hard to tell, is this just Mega Kangaskhan or Mega Kangaskhan with the Alakazam? Yeah, there's the Dunsparce. So they're gonna recycle that enriching energy back into the deck. I kind of want to play the Xerosics here. They got 11 cards. They're quickly dwindling down. They're using everything here. Okay, they draw 3 more, 11. And then they're going to draw 3 more of the Fezandipiti. Talking about non-stop card drawing. Put down Abra. Yeah, look at this. A huge turn. Night Stretcher. They get the other Abra back. Yeah, I say let's play Xerosic. 11 cards in their hand. Might as well. Yeah, they're either gonna just concede here or, I don't know. Yeah, I like just about most of their hand. Oh right, we can't use the... Oh well, we'll just pass, I guess. Totally forgot about the Toedscruel. It's literally right in front of my face. Teal dance again. Okay, we got our emergency switching option now. Can we get Wally's Compassion? And I go into the Mega Kangaskhan EX here. I feel like it would be pretty good to maybe knock it out with the Ogerpons. Because I got 3 energies to attack, and we doubled all of our energies. They play Xerosic on us. Let's get rid of Regigigas, Iono, and then I guess Pokégear maybe. I don't know, maybe let's get rid of Acerola. Yeah, they definitely made quite a comeback of drawing here. They do have that run Aaron to flip the script. And even the Kadabra drew them 2 cards. Okay, only 1 heads. Pretty lucky on their end. So yeah, I guess we'll just use Wally's Compassion here. I don't think we'll be able to take the 1-hit KO, honestly, with the Ogerpons. Because what is it? We have 4 energies in play, which will be 8 energies. Yeah, that'll be 8, 9, 10, 11. No, I think we actually could have had the knockout with the Ogerpon, but then we would lose the Switch. I don't know. They attach a 4th energy, so it looks like they're gonna retreat out maybe? No. They put League down. I don't think they're retreating out. They use a Strange Timepiece for the Kadabra. Yeah, they just go for damage here. Yeah, they basically lose this. They have no backup attackers ready. And even if we lose the Venusaur, it's not like they can win with just 3 prize cards owning. So what do we get here? Ivysaur, Picnic Basket, and Super Red. Yeah, they are pretty done. I feel like that Xerosic probably helped us out quite a bit. They play Night Stretcher, which we do negate it. So yeah, we did the same misplay, so they did it also, I guess. I don't know. Lillie's Determination. So they get to draw 8 cards here, and then 3 with the Fezandipiti. And they draw 2 the Kadabra. Gravity Mountain. Okay. They did trim off 30 HP off of Mega Venusaur. I don't know, honestly, if I were on their side, on their end playing, I would have already conceded. Like, it is just too tough to try and make a comeback at this point. Like, they rare candy the Alakazam. Okay, I thought it was gonna be in the active. On the bench, they draw 3 over there. They still need to do at least 180 damage to knock us out. So they're up to 160 if they go for the Alakazam. Down to 140. Okay, now 200, but they still need to move the Abra. I don't know. Okay, they got the Switch out. And they got 180, assuming they don't play any more cards. Yeah. Okay, at least they're smart about that. They knew to not play any more cards, and then they can get the knockout. Yeah, 180. Don't even need to gust them or anything. Yeah, there we go. Last prize card, a Grass Energy. There we go. Well, those are all of the games. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.